Hey everyone, welcome to the Beauty Brief with MaddiePeed, where we talk all things beauty and maybe roast some new makeup launches with love, of course. I'm MaddiePeed and let's get into it. Starting off with my first segment, latest beauty launches smash or pass, where you guessed it, we either smash or pass what's new in the beauty world. Starting off first with the NYX Buttermilk highlighters. These look unbelievable. There are 8 brand new shades. I'm pretty sure one of them was already teased on Trendmade before. It was like a beautiful light champagne color. I had to guess out of these ones. It's called Bright and Butter. Also, every name has butter in it. Bright and Butter, you butter work, butter than gold, butter bling. So the name alone is a smash. I'm genuinely so shocked that I'm as interested in these as I am, because since the 2016 days, I have to be honest with you guys, I have completely sworn off highlighter. Maybe I've dabbled like here or there, but 2016 days, I was trying to make Becca Champagne pop work when it was not, and it never worked for me. For all my combination acne prone skin girlies out there, you understand the struggle when it comes to highlighters. It's just not a good time. But these genuinely look so beautiful. It's said to be like a silky smooth powder, which is kind of what I expect when I see the title Butter Melt Highlighter. I'm expecting like silky smooth butter texture. The packaging is very similar to the Buttermilk bronzers and blushes, which I love. I love when things like kind of work cohesively and they kind of fit into your makeup kit nicely. I'm all about the organization. I'm thinking like how that's going to work organization wise. That's just me though. But I do love the packaging for what it is. The formula is said to be buildable, high glow finish, long lasting, all the good things that we expect from a highlighter. So honestly, I'm really excited to try these. Plus there's some neutral shades and we have some nice colors in there. There's like a frosty green color, a pink color, a lavender color. I'm so on board with these. Smash. Okay, moving on next, we have the Smashbox Hot Sticks Blush Stick. That Hot Sticks Blush Stick title is really throwing me for a loop. Now these are 4 very bright colors. There's like a hot pink color, a poppy pink color, a lilac color, and then a hot bright orange color. So they're going for like hot sticks, like vivid colors. They are really beautiful, but I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot about Smashbox. Don't get me wrong, there's so many iconic products I love from them. Photo Finish Primer, obviously, the Masterclass palette, the Contour palette was genuinely one of my favorite of that era. Also, the Studio Skin Foundation. Smashbox has had some absolute bangers. I just completely forgot about them. I believe it's because you can't buy it at Sephora anymore, and honestly, it sounds bad, but when brands leave Sephora, they kind of leave my brain. They leave my memory. They leave my mind. I can't help it. It just happens. I'm sorry, Smashbox. In terms of these blush sticks, they are really pretty. I love like a bright, bold blush. Plus, moving into spring, it's kind of nice to see, and we kind of expect that. I have to say though, a typical blush stick, which is what this is, I'm talking like the stick crayon formula, the one where you can kind of like twist it up and it's just a crayon where you like swipe it on. It honestly takes a lot to wow me packaging wise. I do really like the Rare Beauty stick packaging, the one with like the gold tip at the end. I just find it makes it feel a little bit more elevated. The Smashbox one just looks very plasticky though, the stick packaging. The packaging is nice and bright to complement the bright colored blush formula, but it still looks plastic nonetheless, I'll be completely honest. I will say though, it is $24 for 0.17 ounces, and just to compare, the House Labs blush stick, the one we all know and love, actually I've yet to try it, but so many people bang on about it, it is $34 for 0.18 ounces. So I feel like the Smashbox one is a little bit cheaper in comparison to other brands that are similar, so I'm happy to see that. But all in all, the packaging just looks a little bit too cheap for my liking, plus I already have so many bright blushes in my collection, so it'd be a pass right now. That being said though, I'm so happy to see a new beauty launch from Smashbox, and I'd love to know your opinion on Smashbox lately. Are they good? Are they not good? Give me all the tea. Okay, moving on to the Cabana Club bronzers from Polite Society. Now, Polite Society is a brand I have yet to try. They kind of just like pop up here and there, and I'm like, oh yeah, Polite Society, and then I honestly just forget about them. But their new Cabana Club bronzer actually looks so beautiful, and I'm really intrigued by the formula. It's essentially a hybrid formula, a powder and a liquid, and I was like, hold up, wait a minute. You're telling me I can take my liquid bronzer and my powder bronzer and combine those 2 steps? Sign me up. I'm all about good makeup. I want good results, so that's why I use my liquid bronzer and my powder bronzer, because I want the best payoff. But I'm also all about efficiency, low-key laziness, so if I can take 2 steps and combine it into one, I am absolutely going to go down that road. And also just this whole texture and formula of this product just sounds so intriguing. It's supposed to be like a whipped buttery feeling, and I've seen a couple of reviews of this product and I'm just genuinely so intrigued. Like the way that they describe it really is this like whipped velvety gritty texture. I'm so intrigued, and honestly the satisfaction of taking a giant fluffy brush like we used to in the early 2000s, dunking that bad boy into the pan and sweeping it all over your face just sounds so lovely to me. But, and there is a big but, this is $34 for 0.17 ounces. And just for reference, the Makeup by Mario bronzer is $32 for 0.42 ounces. What? Like less money for more than double the amount of product. And also for reference, the Makeup Forever bronzer is $34 for 0.36 ounces. So that makes this Polite Society $34 for 0.17 ounces Cabana Club bronzer look a little bit less appealing in my eyes, I'll be completely honest. So I will keep you guys posted if I end up becoming a member of the Polite Society. You see what I did there? Okay, moving on to a product that is a lot of bang for your buck. These are the Beauty Creations contour and blush sticks. Now, there aren't a lot of Beauty Creations products I've tried, if any, throughout the years. They just use so many collabs that don't necessarily appeal to me, so I kind of just like, you know, move on with my life. But these blush and contour sticks, I genuinely did a double take because I thought that these were Charlotte Tilbury. The packaging is this like sleek rose gold component, and then from there you obviously twist it up and you get the little like chubby stick of your blush or your contour, whatever one you're buying. Also, it said in the description that the component is magnetic, so when you're putting that lid back on, it like slides back on. Like, okay, Westman Atelier, ma'am. But the rose gold component of this product just looks so beautiful. It looks so luxurious. And the real kicker here is this product is $8. $8. Did you hear me? $8 I was like, what in God's name Beauty Creations are you talking about? There are 6 shades of each, the bronzer and the contour. I feel like the contour is a little bit dodgy because they say contour and you're always like, well, how warm are we going? Or is this gonna be like super cool toned? Especially now in 2025, we are seeing a lot of like true contour shades. So I feel like this like contour stick, bronzer stick moment, like we're just confused in 2025. So I feel like until you have it in person, you don't really know. And then there are 6 shades of the blushes. It's a decent range. There's like a nice deep burgundy, there's a brighter pink color, there's a hot pink color, muted mauve color. Like the shade range is pretty decent in my opinion. This is an absolute smash. Okay guys, you're not ready for this one. Louis Vuitton has launched makeup, ma'am. And who is behind it all? None other than the mother herself, Pat McGrath. Now, when I first saw this, I was like, isn't that kind of a conflict of interest because she has her own brand? But like, what do I look like here? A lawyer? I don't know the NDAs or the, you know, contracts of things. Like, I have no idea how the terms and conditions apply. All I know is Pat McGrath is behind it. And I mean, it makes sense, especially for a brand like Louis Vuitton. You want to get your hands on someone like Pat McGrath. Like when you think of runway makeup, you think of Pat McGrath. So Louis Vuitton was like, snatch that one. Like, we need to work with you. Now, this is launching later in 2025, and I mean, we already know that the packaging is going to be stunning. I'm expecting the actual pan of all their products to have the like Louis Vuitton pattern on it. Like, I'm expecting the whole freaking 9 yards here. And if we don't get it, I'm walking back the 9 yards. Does that even make sense? But either way, apparently they're launching 55 lipsticks. Louis Vuitton was like, well, yeah, we'll do not 53. Not 56. We're going with 55 lipsticks. Now that lipstick, I'm telling you now, Louis Vuitton, if you're listening to this, that lipstick better freaking have your Louis Vuitton pattern design on it. Like if it does not have that on the whole lipstick, I don't want it. I don't want it. Apparently they're also launching 10 nourishing lip balms. Like we need more lip balms and lip treatments on the market, but sure, what's 10 more, you know? And also 8 eye palettes. So I'm like, 55 lipsticks, 10 nourishing lip balms, and 8 eye palettes. Okay, who needs the rest of the face? I guess not when you're like so beautiful and rich and famous and we just have to worry about eyes and lips, I guess. Not for the rest of us down here. Okay, now what really caught my eye was this whole like makeup kit situation. This is a full Louis Vuitton trunk, but made as like an entire, take like a PB teen makeup vanity extravaganza. That is literally what we're looking at with this. There's a mirror, there's drawers, there's lights, there's folding out components. Okay, the best way I can describe it is, you know, in Toy Story when Woody gets found by that old guy? That sounds creepy. Keep following along here, trust me. You know when he like fixes Woody, like he like paints his shoes and he fixes the paint and does all that stuff, but the guy like clicks buttons and all of a sudden his whole like kit comes apart and like opens and unveils this entire whole giant kit. That is exactly what we're looking at here with this Louis Vuitton kit makeup extravaganza. My standards are now a lot higher and I have found my solution to my makeup organization. I need this in my life. Like I don't need a lot of things. I need this in my life, okay? To be completely honest, I don't know if we needed Louis Vuitton makeup. Like, I was fine. I was living my life, living La Vida Loca, totally fine. But I guess every celebrity, every designer brand, every single person on this planet needs their own makeup brand. So I do understand Louis Vuitton's direction. But if one of those 55 lipsticks is not good, I will be filing a complaint. Either way, I'm curious what you think about Louis Vuitton makeup. Smash or pass? Okay, moving on to a collab I did not know I needed until now. We have a Love Shack Fancy X wet brush. Now, wet brushes are my favorite brushes of all time that I've tried. And I mean, I do love Love Shack Fancy. I do love Love Shack Fancy. You get what I'm saying there. I adore Love Shack Fancy. So cute. The aesthetic is so cute. It's all like pinks and bows and girly. Like, take the most girly brand you can think of, times it by 10, and that's Love Shack Fancy. She's cute. She's everything. She's like baking a whole freaking apple pie for you kind of vibe. But then she's going to talk shit about you behind your back when you leave. Hate when that happens, you know? Either way, this collection is so cute, and it's still like the price range of wet brush. It's not creeping up to that Love Shack Fancy price tag because that stuff is expensive. I do love you though, Love Shack Fancy. Either way, there's claw clips, bows, a paddle brush, a regular brush, a whole heatless curl set, barrettes, scrunchies, like you name it, it's in the collection. I will be getting my hands on this smash. Okay, next up we have this Ole Henriksen Strawberry Lemonade Face Scrub. Looks really beautiful. It's 10% AHA plus like an ultra fine sugar, which I love. I hate like chunky scrubs, just gonna rip my skin apart, like, you know, just spread my acne around my face, why don't you? Ultra fine sugar scrub though, sign me up. Plus the fact that it's a 10% AHA, you could like apply this first, let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes so that AHA can really like work in, then go in with the nice little sugar scrub after, and like bada bing bada boom, smooth skin all around. Sounds like a 10 out of 10 experience, and the fact that it's strawberry lemonade, I'm willing to give it a go. It's a smash. What's a true smash is the fact that they have a new shimmer finish of their strawberry sorbet pout preserve lip peptide, which is honestly one of my favorite lip treatment products on the market, if not my favorite, like the best, the favorite. I just love it so much. So Ole Henriksen, I'm willing to buy any of your pout preserves. It's you and me, baby. You and me till the end. Plus, Ole Henriksen's so nice. Okay, anyways, smash, love him, bye. Okay, moving on to a lippy that I'm not sold on. These are the Gisou Honey Lip Oils. There's 3 new shades. 2 of them are shimmer finish and 1 of them is tinted. No, I take that back. 2 of them are tinted, 1 of them is shimmer. Okay, glad we cleared that up. Now, the reason I'm not sold on these is the fact that people say that these are so freaking sticky. And I find super sticky lip oil type products are just an absolute no-go. If it's going to be like a sticky product, I need it to be like a lip gloss that sits on top for like a high shine look. But if it's just like a sticky ass lip oil on my lips, I'm like, get off. No. The Ole Henriksen Pout Preserve is like a happy medium. That's why I love it so much. It's like a waxy finish, so it's not super sticky. Some of it does absorb into your lips, but I would say the other 50% like sits on top for like a nice shiny finish. So it's just meeting all of my criteria in the middle. But like honey lip oils and it's super sticky, no, it's a no from me. So I would love to know your opinion on these and if it is worth giving it a go. I just think for how many other lip oils, lip treatments, lip glosses are on the market, I just continue to go elsewhere. So it's unfortunately still a pass. One day I will try these though, just out of curiosity, and I just need to like see for myself what they're really like. Okay, moving on, Merit Beauty is coming out with new lip liners. I feel like they already had pre-existing lip liners. I hadn't tried them though, but I swear I remember seeing lip liners. Maybe I'm going crazy, which could be totally true. They're also coming out with 4 new shades of their tinted lip oil. I do like this lip oil. It's not like my favorite of all time, but it is a really nice formula. I do find a lot of it does absorb into the lips. So if you're a lip oil girly who wants really nice absorption, this is probably one for you. But if you want something like the Gisou one, from the sounds of it, where it just like kind of sits on top, that's probably more for you. It just kind of depends, you know, like what you like in a lip oil. So the 4 new shades of the tinted lip oil are a smash for me. I do like the formula, so I will give them a go. These new lip liners though, I don't know about these ones. These are called the Signature Lip Sheer Lip Pencils. And I mean, the packaging is really pretty. I love the Merit Beauty packaging and just their whole branding and aesthetic. And all the products I have tried from Merit Beauty, aside from their Solo Shadows, those were an absolute shame to society. Sorry, Merit, I love you. But other than that product, all the products I've tried from Merit Beauty are really great. But I don't understand why in 2025 we're going into these like sheer lip liner moments. I just don't totally understand. First, we had the Rhode Lip Shapers, which I tried. I did a first impression of them. They're okay. It's very much for the no makeup girlies, but I had it on today when I was doing minimal makeup, the Rhode Lip Shapers, and I just don't understand. You're having to reapply constantly. Anytime you do anything, they're just like completely off your lips. Even me just rubbing my lips together, which I do quite often, like you're just thinking about things or you're stressed, I rub my lips together, whatever, let me live. But I do that and the lip liner just like completely disappears. It's like going above my lip because I accidentally like rubbed my lips too far or something. But with my MAC lip liners, I literally never have this issue. I don't want my lip liner to budge. I don't want it to go anywhere, especially when I'm out and about doing things. So I look at this one from Mara Beauty, the signature lip sheer lip liners. I'm like, no, I don't want to apply my lip liner over and over and over again. A lipstick, a lip oil, lip gloss, sure, yes, because it comes with the formula. A lip oil, you're going to have to reapply a lot more regularly. A lip liner though, that should be like our guiding point. Like that should be like the base to the lips. You can rely on that throughout the day. And then on top of that, you reapply your lipsticks or your lip gloss or your lip oil. I feel very passionate about this clearly. So let's move on. The signature lip sheer lip liners. I just don't know about these. Color range is pretty. The packaging is pretty, but at the end of the day, I just want a lip liner that's long lasting. I'm pretty sure I'm getting these in PR though. So I will be able to test that for myself. But if I was just looking at these and going to buy them with my own money, it would be a pass. Okay, moving on to our next segment, hot takes, ins and outs. We take what's going on in the beauty world and we talk about whether it's in or whether it's out. I feel like some of these are going to be a little bit savage. I'm so sorry. Because starting out first, we have beauty reviews. Now, hear me out with this one. I absolutely think this is out. Now, take this from someone who is an OG, long-time beauty YouTuber consumer. I ate that shit up. Beauty reviews back in the day were just like so much more different. People genuinely did give their honest opinions. Yes, maybe they were trying to like buddy up with the brand, so they weren't saying as many bad things as they could have or as they would have said. But it just feels like nowadays with beauty reviews, you literally cannot trust anybody. Every creator is either getting paid by the brand, so they're doing a paid review and then they have to say good things, or they're getting products in PR, so they don't want to get off the PR list, or maybe they are buying those products with their own money, but they just don't want to say anything bad because they do want to partner with those brands. They want to maintain a relationship with those brands. I get it from a creator standpoint. I really do. At the end of the day, this is a job. You have bills to pay. And at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you have that work that's going to keep coming your way. And if you keep shit talking a brand or saying bad things, you probably won't get work with them. And from the brand standpoint, it can kind of be frustrating because if you're only working with people who only say good things about your products, you really aren't getting genuine reviews of your products. If your products are good, you should trust to send them out to anybody and trust what they're going to say, whether it is good or bad. I always say this, even for my most loved beauty products, most used, most purchased, like my holy grail products, I still even have things about those which I would change, which I would critique. Like it's not all only positive. But for beauty creators making reviews in 2025, it just does not feel genuine at all. I'm looking at a review, so as a consumer, I can decide whether I want to purchase the product or not, what it looks like, what their thoughts are, all of the components of that product. But when you're just saying how amazing it is, how this, how that, how awesome this is, whatever, it's only ever good, I'm out of it. So beauty reviews, it's an out. Now an in right now, which makes me really, really happy, are powder blushes. All of my combination skin people out there will be taking a sigh of relief. The cream blush days are behind us. Now, don't get me wrong, I love a cream blush, but if I want a cream blush, I need a powder blush. That's just how it goes. I can't have a cream blush without the powder blush, but I can have a powder blush without the cream blush. You see what I'm saying there? Powder blush in my eyes always wins. So I'm so happy to see all these brands launch powder blushes in 2025. It's actually kind of insane how many powder blushes have launched since the beginning of this year. There's Urban Decay, Rare Beauty, Say Beauty, so many more brands I can't even think of. There have been so many beauty launches in 2025. It's a little bit overwhelming, but honestly, I'm totally here for it. It's an absolute in. Moving on to clean girl makeup. We're talking minimal products here because the true clean girl makeup, you're still putting on a lot of products. Let's be real. But I'm talking about the clean girl makeup where they're putting on like a swipe of under eye concealer and one tiny little comb through their brows with a brow gel, one stroke of a mascara, a tiny little bit of lip oil. Like those makeup girlies, I'm like, girl. No, don't get me wrong. Do I do clean girl makeup? Sure. I wouldn't really say it's clean girl makeup though. It's more like, oh my God, I slept in and now I have 5 minutes to get ready. So I'm just throwing products on my face. There is nothing clean girl about it. The girlies in 2025 want to be putting on the makeup. So the clean girl makeup, she's got to go. She is out. Which brings us to our next point. What is in is full glam makeup. We see it. We love it. 2016 makeup is back, but it is elevated. It is better. We've learned some things. We are better humans from it. 2016 walked, so 2025 could run. We are putting on the makeup. I love to see it. I'm going out and people are just like so much more dressed up and like the outfits are more. We're maybe getting out of the tracksuits. Don't get me wrong. I love a tracksuit, sweatsuit, like get me in those. But when I go to a restaurant and I see the girlies like in a full nice outfit and the full glam is on and the blowout is on, I'm just like, yes, round of applause, round of applause. That being said, you do you, like whatever you want to do. But I will be doing full glam makeup to go out to enjoy a martini. Thank Thank you very much. This next out might be a little bit controversial. Shopping in store at Sephora. Now listen, Sephora, I don't know if you're trying to get rid of your stores. I don't know if you're trying to move to online only, because if you are, you're really achieving your goal. I go into Sephora, nothing is ever in stock that I want. My shade's not in stock, nothing's in stock. Like literally nothing is in stock ever. The products that are there in stock just look grubby and gross, like somebody has just straight up returned the product. I don't know what is going on in Sephora. Plus, don't even get me started on the free samples. I live for a free sample. I know it doesn't affect some people. I love a free sample. I may not use it, but a free sample is like waking up on Christmas morning to your stocking. It's that feeling of being like, oh my God, look at what I got. Like that's a nice little thing. And Sephora just like stopped doing samples all in all. Plus, you used to go in to be able to get like a foundation tester to try out a new formula or shade match yourself. Now you can't even do that, which I'm so confused about because I'm like, how am I supposed to know what my shade is, whether I'll like the formula? Like those are things about Sephora that shopping in person was why you did it, especially for foundations. I didn't want to purchase foundations online. Who wants to foundation shop online? Not me. I go in store, do my swatches, figure out what shade I like, get a sample of that, take it home, try it on in natural lighting, see how the formula wears, like that whole thing. And you're not going about the debacle of like having to purchase something, spend money on it, maybe you don't like it, then you have to return it. And also that whole dynamic, it's such a waste of products to like take something home just to try it, figure out you don't even like the formula or the shade isn't even right for you, to then turn around and return it. I'm like, what a waste of a product. Like you may as well just get a sample of it. You guys pick up what I'm putting down. Like I hope you do. And I would be curious to know what the Sephora locations are like around you. Like I live for Sephora. I love Sephora. Like going to the mall, grabbing a coffee and going into Sephora, like that is my ideal day. But the last number of times I've gone to Sephora, I'm like, get me out of here. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm hangry. Things are not in stock. I can't breathe in here. Like it's an out. It's an out. I'm sorry, girl. Okay, next up we have the biggest in, which are lip combos. This kind of goes back to our full glam makeup. We are putting the makeup on in 2025. Say goodbye to the days of just like chucking on your lip treatment or your lip oil on top. You know, the clean girl makeup aesthetic. We're going like 2 lip liners to get those lips really like nice and contoured and defined. The lipstick on top with the gloss on top. Like we are going full lip combos. It is in. It makes your lips look so nice, so much more elevated, so beautiful, so juicy, so luxurious. Don't get me wrong though, I still love a lip treatment. Some days my lips just need that, but the lip combos in 2025, I'm living for it. Okay guys, that's a wrap on today's episode. Make sure you like this podcast, give it a rating, and make sure you share it with some friends. Also be sure to let me know what topics I need to talk about in future episodes. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and that's a wrap. Bye guys.